Hey guys, this is part 2 of the chicken cheesesteak pastellios. So right now, this is cooking completely through. I'm just going to give it a few more minutes just to be on the safe side and make sure it's completely cooked through. And oh, so good. It smells so delicious. And you can see the onions. And now it's optional. You don't have to add onions. But a lot of cheesesteak, cheesesteak sandwiches have onions. They has lettuce. It has tomatoes, if you make it a cheesesteak hoagie, things like that. But regular cheesesteak always has onions, things like that. And I love onions. But if you don't like onions, you don't have to add any onions. You could just make it by itself. Now, I took out one of the packages of the pastellios. And it basically looks like this, okay? And you see the wax paper in between. And it looks like that. Sometimes it sticks together, so you gotta play with it a little bit. It's okay. And it's basically like a dough. You can make your own fresh dough and roll it up. Now, don't worry about those edges too much, because you're going to fold it anyway, and you're going to, fry it and all that good stuff. So it basically looks like that. Okay, so you just let this completely cook down. And you can see all the juices of the chicken coming out, and the flavorings of the garlic and the onions. And the cheese. Oh, I didn't put cheese yet. I'm sorry. I'm going to put the cheese in a minute. But you can just smell how good it is. I'm going to just add a little bit of garlic. Just a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to put it down to low now to keep it very warm and hot. So right now on this plate right here, I have one of the pastries. And like I said, don't mind this edges. It got a little bit messed up. When you usually thaw them out, sometimes they get a little bit doughy sometimes. But that's okay, just seal it up. And okay, basically what you do is... Okay, so right now I opened up the cheese and I just laid it down like this so I could scoop a little bit out. You could use sliced cheese if you want to and just lay the sliced cheese here. Or you could cut up a little bit of the cube cheese, but make sure it's not overly sharp or like bulky, because when you try to fold it over, it'll poke a hole sometimes in the pastellios, which is a pastry. And sometimes that happens, sometimes things do leak out. So you have to seal it up really good. In Mexico, when they do empanadas, they roll them over like that with their fingers. Like they do it really fast and roll it because it's very thick dough and it's fresh and different. But it's basically kind of the same thing here. And right here I have, like I said, the chicken is cooking. It's already done. It's very hot. And I left it on warm. Just so it stays nice and warm and, soaks up more juices and flavors and things like that. Alright. Now, in this pan here, I have just a little simple frying pan. And I have 2 inches of oil in here. You don't have to overdo with oil. Be very careful because sometimes it does pop and you don't want to get burned or anything. But just let it get heated up. This is the filling. This is the pastry. Alright, so now what you do is you just scoop a little bit like this on the pastry. And you could do like I said, any type of filling you like. You could do regular cheesesteak, like I said, ham and cheese, ground meat, ground pork, pizza ones. They're all delicious. Okay, so I filled it up like this. I like to overfill mine. I don't like them too skinny, not too thin. And then I just sprinkle a little bit of that cheese that I showed you. And you do it like that. It's just simple. And then what you do is you fold it over. And then I'm going to show you how it's done in 1 second. Then I fold it over like this. Okay? Now, In Puerto Rico, we do it like this. You just press it down with the fork, press the edges down, like this, to seal the pastry and make sure nothing comes out. Now some of the juices came out right here from the chicken, but that's okay. I did overfill it a little bit by mistake. I forgot these are smaller ones. They also have the large size. So you just grab it like this, add it to the oil, and let it get crispy on each side, 2 to 3 minutes on each side. You flip it over, do the same thing. And then I put everything in a big bowl like this, and then you start with the next pastry. So I'll do another one like this. Okay, so now you grab the next pastry like this. You fill it up like this. Add a little bit of the cheese. Grab it like this. I make sure I press it down first, just so nothing escapes sometimes from the pastry. It happens sometimes, especially when you're working with hot meat. Now I'm going to press down like this with the fork. Make sure you make it like that. Gently add it to the oil and let it get crispy. Okay, so it looks like this. Oops, I gotta turn it down a little bit. Sorry about that. It only takes a few minutes, like that. I had to turn down the flame a little bit. It is hot. And just let it get crispy like that. Then you take the next thing. And that's basically it. What you do is you, like I said, you take the pastry like this. You fill it up with your filling. You can put any type of cheese you want. If you don't even like cheese, you don't have to put any cheese. Just do it like that. Quite simple. Like I said, you fold it over like this. I usually squish it first on the edges so it's closed. Then, like I said, you press with the fork down. And it looks like that. Now I'm going to take one of these off the thing. You don't want it too burnt, too hot. Put it in the pan. You could also put it on paper towels to drain the fat, like the oil. Press it down like this. That's what the pastellio looks like. Gently add it to the oil. And I turn the fire down to very low medium. That way it slowly fries cooking, but not overly hot and then, you know, getting all burned and everything. You don't want burned pastellios. And you fill it up again like that. Same way. Very simple and easy. If you don't want to cook anything, you could put just ham and cheese, or turkey and cheese, roast beef and cheese, any type of like sandwich filling you like, any flavors you like. Just fold it over like that, simple, same way. It's basically easy. It's just a pastry. But in Puerto Rico, they call it pastellios. And then you seal it up like this. Another sealing up like this. Make sure it's pressed down really good. Looks like that again. Gently add it to the oil. Make sure you use tongs like that and gently flip it. And that's what they look like. So you make a whole thing of the pastellios like that, nice and crispy. And that's it. Very easy to do. and very delicious. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more videos. Bye.